All right, we are live. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Business Basics series. This is the class where you develop fluency in different areas of your professional life. We look at different business situations, we talk about them, but you also have to communicate in those situations and develop good key phrases to handle that aspect of business in the way that a native speaker would. We try to get as close as we can. So we're going to be talking today about the culture of money, and we're going to be doing an activity where you have to adjust your language according to the person that you're dealing with, the culture that they're from, and their attitude towards money. So all of that and more coming up. First, just a quick introduction, and then we will get started. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. By the way, if you click on the link in the Verbling chat window, or you go to my profile page, you will arrive right here. There you go. On the left side, you'll notice you can follow me, and you should receive notifications of my upcoming group classes. On the left side, you can book a private tutoring session or buy a package. I will work with you on creating a personalized learning plan to help get you to your goals as soon as possible. If you're interested, please send me a message first so I can be sure there's time for you in my schedule. Rather than book a class, send a message first. Okay, I'm just going to put some material on screen just to remind you of the thing we looked at on Monday. So this was our material. It's loading now. Okay, if you want a copy of this, there you go in the chat window. There you go in the group chat as well. And, excuse me for a second, and if you go back here to slide, there we go. If you go back here to slide 11, you will notice the last thing we talked about on Monday, the concept of uncertainty avoidance and how we could categorize different cultures according to the level of uncertainty avoidance. So we'll do a quick review of that before we begin the activity. Okay, that's all I've got to say. Let's see who's here. I want to just make sure your microphones are working. So, first of all, welcome to class, Albina. How are you?
Hello, great, fantastic, super.
Very good. Many words. Giancarlo, welcome back from last hour.
Thank you, John. Good morning.
Good morning. Rothio, nice to see you again.
Hello, Joe. Nice to see you again.
Okay, very good. Sam, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, Sam. And
Hi.
Sylvia, welcome back from last hour too.
Hi, Jan.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap of the concept of uncertainty avoidance first of all. Quick recap. So, what is uncertainty avoidance? Let's start there. For those of you who are here on Monday, what does it mean? Or give an example, quick. I don't hear anyone. No, I definitely don't hear anyone. Wait a second.
Hello.
Okay, now I hear Sam.
Okay. Yes.
Uncertainty avoidance means...
Yeah, uncertainty avoidance means that we are not sure about when we are going to business, and so we have to avoid. So
avoid what? We have to avoid what?
Avoid especially.
Wait. I just want to say, with the word avoid, you have to avoid something. So you can't just say, you cannot say we have to avoid. It's not possible.
Okay.
You have to say we have to avoid
risky
what?
investment, yes, and especially for example, if you are not sure something, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's not normal in our life,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe some risk, maybe climate, maybe something else, maybe taxes, lot of things.
Okay. So, if I understood correctly,
Hmm.
uncertainty avoidance means not doing
Hmm.
something risky,
Yeah,
not doing something risky.
yeah.
And in the context of business,
Hmm.
it probably has something to do with risky investments.
Sure.
Probably. Could be other things too. Sounds like a very good definition to me. Sounds good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so now that we've clarified that, I'm going to call out a country, and I'm going to call one of you, and I want you to tell me whether they're high or low uncertainty avoidance. Perhaps you could justify your answer as well. Okay, so we've talked about this. This is just a little review. Okay, Giancarlo, United States, high or low uncertainty avoidance?
Mm, well, yes, it's common to have a uncertainty avoidance. Most of the time in
But wait,
business,
high or low uncertainty avoidance? That's what I want to know.
in my,
First, in the United States,
I think it's high. I think so.
high? Uh-oh, we have a misunderstanding. It's low.
Both low.
It's low because it's the lowest of all the countries because it has the most money. So they can afford to lose the money. Businesses can afford to lose the money, generally speaking, right? So it's kind of like, okay, there are some exceptions to this, like we saw, but generally speaking, if you have a good economy, it's stable, and you've got powerful companies, you're going to have low uncertainty avoidance because you can you can take a risk, you can risk losing money, and you'll still be okay. Okay, does that make sense? First of all, Giancarlo, the reason I say low and not high, does that make sense? Not clear.
Yes, it makes sense because you feel secure about your investments because, as you mentioned, you have a high um, security. I mean,
Yeah,
talking about money and investments.
yeah. You can cover the risk. You can cover it. Cover it means that you've got money in reserve. You can
Mm.
cover the risk. Therefore, you're willing to take the risk. Okay.
Mm.
So, United States we would classify as a low uncertainty avoidance culture, generally speaking. Okay. Uh, Rothio, you were here on Monday, right?
No.
No, you weren't. Okay, I need to call someone who's here on Monday. Alina, you were here on Monday, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Germany, high or low uncertainty avoidance?
Germany has high uncertainty avoidance.
It does. Now, Germany has a lot of money. Germany has a good economy. Why is Germany a high uncertainty avoidance country? It should be low like the United States. So why is it not low, in your
Mm,
opinion?
because they don't like to take a risk.
They seem to generally not like risks. It's true. Hmm. I wonder why they do that. I wonder why. Strange. Um, uh, who was going to ask? Albina. Um, if a country has high uncertainty avoidance, how will they feel about volatility in the market?
About what? Again?
About volatility. How will they feel about volatil? I'm going to write it for you. Volatility in the market or in markets. If a country has high uncertainty avoidance, how will they feel about volatility
Well,
in the markets?
what does this word mean?
That's what I wanted to know. What does volatility mean? I'll give you an example. I'm not going to tell you what it means. I want you to tell me. But I'll give you an example. Let's see. Let's see. Manufacturing manufacturing something like steel is probably low volatility. The tech market, like the market for apps or the market for certain technologies or things like that, probably it's high volatility. You never know what people are going to want from one not sector, what's the word? One quarter to the next. So tech companies can go up and down. So tech companies have more volatility than steel manufacturers. So what does volatility mean?
More risky.
Exactly. The higher the volatility, the higher the risk. That's right. Volatile is the opposite of stability. Stable doesn't change. Volatile changes constantly, right? And Ruzio says changes without previous announcements. Yeah, not just without previous announcements, but without expectation too. Without anyone knowing it's going to change. It really is dependent on, I guess, consumers and others in other situations. Let's see. Sam, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Is
Hello?
the market for petroleum
Mm-hmm.
a volatile market?
Okay.
Yes or
Yeah.
no?
Yes.
I agree, it is.
Yeah.
What's something that can affect the volatility of petroleum? Why is it so vulnerable to volatility, in your opinion?
I think the reason is that about the use of petrol and because here in my country we have opportunity only not oil but other sources as well.
Right.
Uh, but of oil especially we know that the things they are every day we are using our things and they are related with oil
Right.
and the prices of oil of course is to increase, the things also is increase, right? And whole of the world the oil prices increase, of course they also affect in my country as well, and they will increase.
And they will drop too.
Yes,
It
and
depends.
nowadays, yes, it depends that um, uh, uh, it depends that the international market and right now the oil prices is below is lower than 5 or 6 years ago.
Right.
So yeah, so it's same as here. If in the international market the price is high, also it's increase. If it's low, it's also decrease.
Right. So alternative sources of energy will affect the volatility. Another thing that affects the volatility is war. I remember an interview with a trader on Wall Street, kind of a not a famous interview, but kind of famous because it was in a documentary. And he was saying that during the Gulf War, the first Gulf War in 1990, what was that? 1991, I think it was. I think it was after the invasion of Kuwait. So I think that was 91 or 90, if anyone remembers.
Yes, right.
Yeah. There was an interview with a Wall Street trader who was saying Wall Street was upset that the war lasted such a short period of time because the price of oil shot up so high that everyone was making all this money. When the war ended, the price of oil dropped. Like it went over $100 a barrel for weeks. Then it dropped down to well under, like down to eventually whatever, $20, $30 a barrel. It's kind of counterintuitive. If you think about it, right? The fact that there was so much risk led to questions about whether or not people were going to get petroleum, whether it became more valuable, right? And then it shot up. When it shot up, we lost because we're the consumers, but someone gained. I mean, I'm sure OPEC gained something, but so did the speculators, right? That's another word we should clarify. Let me just say a quick hello to Mr. Marcus. Hello, Marcus. Welcome to class.
Hello, Joe. Thank you for it. Thank you. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So there's two vocabulary words we should clarify too. It says in the middle of the last paragraph over there, in the middle of the last paragraph, the recent financial crisis has shown the reluctance of Germany to speculate. And I just mentioned speculators on Wall Street. Well, we're not really talking about the stock market too much, but since we talked about volatility, we kind of have to bring up the stock market. So what do speculators do? Let's see if we can just clarify that idea. What do you think, Giancarlo? Speculators in a market, speculators on Wall Street. What do you think they do? What does it mean to speculate?
Maybe they discuss and may see coins and pros about something, but they are not sure about it, and they say, "Oh, it may happen this, it may happen that." We are not sure. We are speculating. We are not certain about something.
Okay, so you're halfway there. That's half of it. That they make educated guesses. That's true. Does anyone know specifically what speculators do, by the way? No? No one?
I know a little. They buy the stocks with a low price, and when the price becomes
when the price goes up,
yeah, they sell it and
buy low, sell high. That's what you have to remember. Buy low, sell high.
Yeah. And this way they have the profit.
That's it. So, Giancarlo, you're 50% right. You're right, they make educated guesses because they're speculating. But the other side of that is what Alina is saying. They do that in order to make a sale. And in fact, speculators are making sales using computer software now. So, these sales are done in a fraction of a second. Millions are literally made and lost in a fraction of a second because there's all kinds of programs that decide when the selling will occur and when the buying will occur. So it's really a crazy system we have now. A lot of people disagree with it because why should it be possible for a computer program to speculate like that and make millions or lose millions in a fraction of a second? Like, why not do it at the normal rate that people can look and decide? But it's not done that way anymore, so that's part of the problem here. Okay, and last vocabulary word in the text we should clarify, it's useful to know, is a hedge fund. Oh my goodness, what on earth is a hedge fund? You can see it in the last paragraph, and I'll put it also in the chat window for you. Has anyone ever heard that before? What is a hedge fund? I say...
May I?
Yeah, go for it.
The hedge fund is an operation when you buy an action scripts and sell water type and the stripes. This is a red fund. I think, teacher.
But your connection is a little bit difficult, Marcus. It's hard to hear you.
Can I explain a little bit
Yeah, go for it.
now? Yeah.
Yes.
Hedge funds, yes, hedge funds actually, the funds that we can say have a different strategy. For example, some want to earn money, and when they are earning the money, yeah, they have to manage. And when they manage, they both use for domestic and international market, right? And especially the hedge funds have a correlation with for example, if they have a relation, we know that the how our international market is going on and the domestic market as well. So simply we can say the hedge fund, especially a fund that they have a strategy when you are going to construct something and take advantages. Yes, take advantages. And when you invest something, and you have to know that how you can investing style. Simply say that.
Okay. So let's shorten that definition because it's too long and I'm getting confused. So tell me if you agree, Sam. It's an investment fund that uses strategies to make a profit. Could we just say it like that? What do you think? Is that a good example? An investment fund with strategies aimed at making a better profit through investment, making a better profit through I would say maybe aggressive investment. Okay, there's my definition based on what you said. Did I understand you correctly?
Yes, it's
Yeah?
right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Marcus, do you agree with that definition too?
Yes, I agree. Yes, they do.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So I wanted just to make sure that some of these specialized words were clear. And hedge funds is good because if you understand it, I think it helps to understand what's happening in the news. If you don't understand what a hedge fund is, it makes it difficult to understand the global financial crisis and the effects of it. Because it's really through hedge funds and things like it that the crisis seemed to happen in the beginning, to begin with. Not just hedge funds, banks too, but it's these what we call exotic financial instruments, what we often call them. These exotic financial instruments, which are just investment strategies. They're basically just ways of selling debt more than anything else. Anyway, it's good to know what these things are. It helps you follow the news in English a little bit better. Okay, so now, based on what we know about high and low risk avoidance, we're going to try a little speaking activity together in this group. Okay? Marcus, I'm just going to mute your microphone for a second because we're getting some noise on your end. Okay? When you're ready to speak, you can turn it back on, though. Okay? All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pair you up. You're going to have a partner. You are going to be assigned an entrepreneurial idea. I'm going to give you one. You're going to have to try to get money for your idea. If you don't like the idea I give you and you have a better one, okay, you can use yours because mine are a little bit confusing. You'll see why in a minute. Okay? But the point is you're going to approach someone from a country and you're going to try to sell them this idea. You want to get investment. The person you approach is going to be a different person in class. But that person is going to be given a nationality, not your own nationality, the one that I give you. So you have to decide if you are a high risk or low risk avoidance culture when you get your nationality. Okay? Let's do an example. Albina, what is your nationality?
I'm Russian.
You are
but
Russian.
I live in Kyrgyzstan.
You're Russian, but you live in Kyrgyzstan. Got it. Okay. I want to show you something. Let me share my screen. 1 second. I want to go. Give me just a second. I got to get this two pages on the screen. One moment. First, it's going to be our random nationality generator. I'm going to pick a country, just one country, because it's just one Albina. Okay. And I'm going to refresh. Okay, Albina, your nationality is now, you are from Senegal. Now you're from Senegal, okay?
Yes.
If you're from Senegal, what is your nationality?
African. I don't know.
No. I don't mean that. I'm from the United States of America. My nationality is American. Now you're from Senegal. Your nationality is? What do you think it is?
Senegalian.
Good guess. Senegalese. I think it's Senegalese. I'll double check for you, but I think it's Senegalese. Senegalese. Let me just double check. Some of these are not that easy. I think I'm right though. Yep, Senegalese. Senegalese is the right word. So when it comes to nationalities, you sometimes need to look it up. It's not obvious. Okay, so Albina, I'm going to try to sell you an idea, and I have to change my language according to your high or low risk avoidance culture. Albina, if you're Senegalese, do you think you have high or low risk avoidance? What do you imagine?
It seems to me I'm in high uncertainty avoidance.
High uncertainty avoidance. I agree. I think so too. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly generate an idea as well. So I'm going to put my dice on the screen first, and I'm going to roll a number. I'm just going to do this as an introduction, and then I'm going to pair you up, Albina, with another person. Okay? So let's roll. Oh, you know what? I need actually 2 dice. Wait. Let me roll my dice so I can get a number. I've got 12 different entrepreneurial ideas. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let me go to my ideas, which I hope I bookmarked. Uh-oh. Where are my ideas? Here we go. And that was number. I rolled an 8. I'm going to click on 8 here. These are all real ideas from 2015 that come from an article. I'll give you the link to the article if you like. It's called Crazy and Not So Crazy Startup Ideas in 2015. This one, as you can see, is the algorithm website theme generation. So what I have to do is summarize this and try to sell it to you to convince Senegal to use this entrepreneurial idea. Okay? Now, I know you're a high-risk, high uncertainty avoidance culture person, so I gotta keep that in mind as I try to sell you the idea. I have to change my English to match your culture. You have to adjust your English to avoid the things you want to avoid, right? And to get the things you want to get. Doesn't mean you're not interested in business, but you're not going to take risks. So here's what I would say. Let me see. I gotta quickly summarize this. Okay, devise an algorithm that can automatically generate website themes and submit them. Okay, I got it. So Albina, I have got a great idea for Senegal. It's something that would be extremely useful, and you know what? It really doesn't cost a lot of money. Really? Would you be interested in an idea like that?
Of course. Go ahead.
Okay, so here's the long and short of the idea. It works like this. For a meager investment, maybe we need, I don't know, 2 or 3 years of work, but a meager investment probably, let me put it in perspective for you. If you needed to develop a drug for a serious disease like HIV, you would need 10 years of work and you'd need $1 billion, right? Well, in order to get a useful service, in your internet system, right? You could probably invest as little as, let's say, $1 million, right? A fraction of the cost, and the return would be so great that it could lead to all kinds of other internal investments in the country. And the idea is this, that when an inexperienced person creates a website for their business in Senegal, all the visual and design elements will be automatically generated based on the factors that are entered, like where the company is, what type of company it is, the age group of the consumer. All of that will automatically create a theme that will create a beautiful pre-packaged website. This will allow people to create companies really fast in record time and get money flowing in the economy, and it will cost nothing even close to the amount of investment that normal investments are, like investing in drugs and technology. A fraction of the cost, only $1 million US. Okay? What do you think about that investment? You represent Senegal. What do you think?
It sounds very interesting and appealing.
It is interesting, yeah.
But I think we are not ready to do it immediately. You know, the political situation in our country is not stable now.
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, can I tell you something? That one great thing about this idea is that it doesn't get affected by volatility. Oh, there's a key word from earlier. It doesn't get affected by volatility because no matter who's in power, you're always going to have an internet. So basically, it will allow underprivileged people to create jobs for themselves and for others and compete on a professional level because the representation of the company will look just as good as a big company, right? So it won't matter who's in power. Have I convinced you yet?
So it sounds very interesting, and I just wonder, so is it a fresh idea for our country? So do you have any other experience in our region?
No, you're the absolute first because I wanted to go to a country that was hungry for opportunities. So this is, I'm going to Senegal first, and before I go to any other place. So you'll be the first. Isn't that great? You'll have the privileged position to try this before anybody else. Isn't that great?
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
And we can try our hands in this year. You convinced me.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so that's a quick example of how we're going to try this. Let's do it like this. Okay, Albina, you're going to be the next to present an idea. You're going to pick 2 people from the class, and I'm going to assign them a nationality. Okay? So pick 2 people for me, Albina.
Sam and Elena.
Sam and Elena. Sam and Elena, let's go to your nationalities first. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to put in 2 countries here. I'm going to refresh. Okay. Sam,
Yes.
you are from Brunei. I hope you know something about Brunei. Alina, you are from Yemen.
Okay. Okay.
All right. There's a lot of news from Yemen, so we probably know a bit about that. Brunei, I have no idea. I know nothing about Brunei. Sam, do you know anything about Brunei?
Not much.
Me neither. Me neither. So all I can do is give you a Wikipedia page. It's all I can really do, because I'm not an expert in Brunei either. Let me see if this is right. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just copy the link.
Okay. Yes, I opened it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can do
Wikipedia.
right. And Alina, you can do the same with Emmett if you want to do a quick Wikipedia. Just get a quick overview of what you think about it. Okay. Now, while you're doing a little bit of reading, we're going to go back to our article, and I'm going to assign Albina one of these ideas. So I'm going to roll the dice, Albina.
Okay.
Okay. 6, 7, 8. Wait a second. We just had an 8. I can't roll 2 8s. Hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go to our article. Click on number 9. And Albina, I'll give you the link to this directly if you like. Okay? Now, Albina, I'm going to give you about 60 to 90 seconds to get the gist of the article, for just number 9, right? Just number 9. 60 to 90 seconds to get the general idea. If you find it way too confusing, you can present another idea. If you really think you can't work with this one, I'll leave it up to you. You need to convince representatives from Yemen and from Brunei that they should purchase or invest in your idea. Okay, you need to adjust your English accordingly to their level of low or high risk avoidance. All right?
Okay.
Everyone clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just say a quick hello to Anna, who's joining us now. Welcome to class, Anna. How are you?
Hello everyone, I'm great, thank you. I'm really sorry for barging in at the end of the lesson, but it looked so
No
interesting
problem.
that I just couldn't stay away.
No problem. Okay. For this round of the game, you're going to watch, but next round you're going to play. Okay, Anna?
Sure, I'm okay with that.
Okay, great, great. Okay. Albina, are you going to go with this idea, or are you going to go with your own idea?
It is it is not easy idea, but I will try.
It's not. It's not. You want to try this one? Great. Okay. Do you feel ready to pitch the idea, or do you need a little time?
So we will try. I will try.
You'll
So
try.
I have
Excellent.
a common idea.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's go back and just clarify. Alina, is Yemen a high or low risk avoidance culture, in your opinion?
Oh, I think it's a high level uncertainty avoidance.
High uncertainty avoidance. Okay. Sam, Brunei, high or low, in your opinion?
Yes, I think here is high also.
High also. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Albina, you have to keep that in consideration as you pitch your idea. Okay? All right? So, here we are at the International Idea Festival. Albina is presenting her idea, and she's trying to sell it to Yemen and Brunei. Albina, take it away.
To start with, I'd like to present you the absolutely new idea to your market. So our company would like to present you the new services, microservices. So organizing something like a library, some library, online library. And now I would invent the detail because I don't have much information from this article. So we'd like to organize the library, especially for designers. So you know it is a very promising sphere now. So it is more and more popular. So we'd like to organize a library which will give a new idea about designing sites. And
okay, how much is it going to cost them too, Albina?
So it is not it is not very money taken. It's not expensive because we have a scheme and it will be designed specially for your countries.
Interesting. Okay, Yemen and Brunei. What do you think? Do you have any questions for her? Is it clear? Are you interested?
Actually, the Yemen is not very interested in the library business because, you know, our country is very poor, and people even don't have enough money to live, and you know that's not the library will not be very popular.
Hmm.
It
So
will it will be
it's not.
because we have information for different level of people, for different level of uh, mm, profit, or for the people is different
What do you mean by
income.
level? What do you mean by level?
level standard of living, I mean.
Ah, standard of living. Okay, different.
Yeah, and we have great
Okay.
information and great ideas for people, not only for people who are very rich. So we can give you idea how to use minimal resources and organize the place of your work and the place of your living for high standards.
Okay, let's hear from Brunei. Brunei, what do you think? Are you interested?
I think that in my country, especially, the GDP nationality is zero,
Oh
and
my goodness.
yeah, yeah, and so that's why the Brunei, especially the fifth country, national country out of 182, and they have petroleum and national gas field, but unfortunately, when we see the public debit, there is risk. Yes, the GDP is zero. So you can imagine that if it's not possible, I think. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. But
Mhm.
just a quick correction. Not public debit, but public debt.
Okay, public debt.
That's right. The B is silent. Public
Okay,
debt.
debt.
Okay.
Yes,
And
yeah.
another correction, Alina. Not a correction, a suggestion. You could say, Alina, I forgot the word you used earlier, but you could have said, um, it's not a priority at the moment. I
Okay.
forgot the word you said. You said popular. It wouldn't be popular.
Yeah. Okay.
But you could say it's not a priority because, as you know, Yemen's being bombed right now, so they've got other priorities, right? It's not a priority right now. We have more important things, or something like that. Not a priority is a good expression. Okay, final thoughts, Albina, before it looks like you have not made a sale, Albina. Final
Yeah,
thoughts?
I failed.
Oh
Indeed.
no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, if you don't try, you haven't
Yeah,
failed. Only if you don't try. Okay.
yeah.
So let's switch up
So
our
I win
let's
only in this conversation. Yes, because the product wasn't good, really wasn't good for this country at this moment.
Oh, but that's the trick about being a good salesperson.
Yeah,
You have to sell things to people that they don't want.
was, yeah.
That's the trick. Okay,
I
very
have
good.
never been good at selling.
Let's switch up our players here. Uh, okay, who's going to be doing the pitch? Ruthiu or Giancarlo? Who wants to be the pitcher here?
I want to be the who offer the service.
The pitcher. The
Yeah,
pitcher. The
picture.
pitcher. Say
Okay.
that. You're the pitcher. You're giving the pitch. The pitch is the sales pitch. Okay, good. Giancarlo and Anna, you are going to be from two different countries, and you have to decide if you have high or low uncertainty avoidance cultures. Anna, if you're not sure what that means, Giancarlo, see what he says, and then we'll see if it's clear. Okay? Let me assign you a country first. I'm going to refresh the page. Ah, look at this. Okay. Giancarlo, I'm going to put you with Burkina Faso. So if you want to do a quick Wikipedia search to find out a little bit about it, because I'm sure you know as much as I do about Burkina Faso. Nothing.
Burkina Faso. Where the hell is that country? I'm sorry.
I don't even. I've heard of it. I have actually heard of it, but I don't know anything
It's in
about it.
Africa, but where exactly? I don't know. Well, it's okay.
I don't know. Do a quick Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Wikipedia search. Okay.
Mhm.
Anna,
Yes.
you're lucky. You're from Argentina, Anna. That is your
Yes.
country.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
I'm from Argentina.
Okay, so you know a bit about it. It's always in the news anyway. Okay, so what you're going to do a quick Wikipedia search. I suggest Wikipedia because it just has everything on one page. And decide whether your country likes or is willing to take risks, or if it doesn't. If it's a country that's willing to take risks, it is a low uncertainty avoidance country. If it does not take risks, it is a high uncertainty avoidance country. Ruthio, we're going to give you an idea to pitch. First, let's roll the dice and get a number. Okay. We have 5. Let's go to...
I'm really sorry. You said if it's not willing to take risk, that it is high or low?
It is a high uncertainty.
Got it.
High uncertainty avoidance. The key word is avoidance. They avoid risk. So high avoidance is what your country would be if they're not willing to invest. Okay? But Giancarlo will explain first, so you'll see what he says. It'll give you a better idea too. Ruthio, we rolled a 5, and idea number 5 is door-to-door marketing as a service. So this one is pretty easy to understand. Ruthio, I want you to read this explanation of your idea, and this is the idea that you're going to be pitching as an investment opportunity to these 2 countries. And if you want the link, you can click on the link in the chat window. I'm going to give you about 60 to 90 seconds to read through it and get the general idea. Okay, Ruthio?
Actually, I have an idea that I would like to explain.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Do you need time to prepare, or are you ready, Ruthio?
I'm ready. Yeah.
You're ready? Okay, so I'm going to put you up on the screen. Giancarlo, is your country, Burkina Faso, is it a high or low risk avoidance culture?
It's a high.
High risk. Okay. And what makes you think so? What gives you that idea?
Because it's not a strong country. I've been reading about it, and it has some economical problems. It's in the west part of Africa, and they are passing through different problems right now.
Okay. So high uncertainty avoidance. Anna.
Yes.
Is your country high or low uncertainty avoidance, and why?
Well, I didn't get to read all of the Wikipedia page, but I guess it's somewhere in the middle, because
okay.
Well, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. They certainly were willing to take risks in the past. There's no doubt about it. Like defaulting on their loans, that was a big risk, which paid off for Argentina. That was like in 2002 when Hugo Chavez came to power, if you remember. So they certainly have been willing to take big risks. So Anna, let's simplify it and let's call them a low-risk avoidance culture. Let's just simplify it for now.
Sure. Low uncertainty avoidance country. Great.
That's right. That means that Giancarlo and Anna, you're going to adjust the way you speak English. People who take risks might, as we read a profile earlier, they sort of accept that risk is part of life. Maybe they're a little more laid back and a little more casual, perhaps. Maybe they're more willing to jump on an idea. So their language is going to be affected by that. And Giancarlo, maybe people will be more conservative, so they'll use more conservative language. So you're going to adjust your levels of language. Ruthio, you're going to have to try to convince Anna and Giancarlo in different ways. Or go for their cultural and adjust your pitch or give supporting evidence in different ways that might appeal to different people. Ruthiel, are you ready to do your pitch?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you begin, and then I'll give you a chance to give a reply to each Giancarlo and Anna separately. Okay? What's your pitch, Ruthiel?
Okay. I want to present you a new model of offer technology services to small and medium companies. The name of the model is Software as a Service. It's called SaaS.
Repeat that again. Repeat that.
Software as a Service.
Software
as a service.
Software as a service. Like this in the chat window? Software as a service.
Yes, this is the,
okay, good.
the model
Okay,
of
continue.
technology.
Good.
Mm-hmm. That means that the company that use that technology just have to go to the internet and to do click on the web application, and the company, or you provide to that company the infrastructure, the software application for develop that company, even the functional support. If in case of questions of the company has sub questions about how to the software works, they always will have supporting people supporting the operation. So the first goal of the model is how to grow up this company. So I think this is an interesting idea for your country.
Okay, let me just make two quick comments, Ruthiel. Two quick comments. You said the idea is how to grow up this company, right?
Yes.
Okay, not grow up. How to develop, or how to, what's the word? How to maybe expand, or how to, you know what, instead of, you know what, if you just take off the up, it'll be okay. How to grow this company, how to grow this business. Just take off the up. In fact, that's also an acceptable expression. So how to grow this business. Okay. And the other thing was, it's not do a click, it's just click. You just have to go there and click. There's no do, okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay. Now I forgot the name of the countries. Hold on a second. Burkina Faso. Are you interested? And do you understand her idea as well? Is the idea clear, and are you interested?
Well, I would like to know more about your device. Of course, we are open to buy new products and to get new technology into our country. But as you can see, we are interested more in agriculture, because we are an agricultural country. But yes, of course, send me your information, please, and maybe we'll contact you as soon as possible.
Okay, so Rocio, is there anything you could say to not lose this customer? Keep it short, but is there anything you could say that might convince an agricultural economy or agricultural culture to be interested in your idea?
Just because all the companies, even the agriculture companies, needs to some software that control the production, control the way that they are operating. So that's
a good point. Yes.
Can apply to your problem or your necessity, because you can help to these companies to grow, because you can serve these companies without the infrastructure. They don't need to invest a lot of money in that software that they have to use. They have just to pay a monthly rent to do this to use this service.
So in other words, they don't have to create the software from scratch. We have the expression from scratch.
Yes.
From scratch means that you create it with nothing before. You create it from nothing. In this context, or this business, you don't create the software from scratch. You just rent it like you would rent a car. Yeah? Is that the idea?
Yes, is the idea, and the cost is a low cost for
and a low
the
cost.
company. Yes.
Good. Let's hear from Argentina. Argentina, Anna, are you interested in this idea?
Yeah, my country is highly interested in this idea because I think Argentina could use a new software company since about 67% of Argentinians' population had internet access, and this number continued to increase, and demand for online services goes up as well. So I would like to ask
Ruthier?
Yeah, I would like to ask to explain more about your software services. Is it well?
What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, I want to know the costs. So
yeah, that's a good point.
So obviously,
Ruthier, you want her to invest, but you didn't say how much she's got to invest.
Yes, it's just a few dollars monthly, and that depends of the use of the software. For example, the number of users that you need. For example, if you use 10 users, the cost is only $100. If you use more
$100 per what? Per month?
Per month, yes.
Okay, okay.
If you need more users, the cost is high, but it's good for you because if you are growing, we can increase the use of the service. Just pay
Okay,
up you need.
And by the way, we call that scalability, Ruthier. Scalability. And this is a great business word. Hold on a second. I have to. It's giving me a spell check error. 1 second. Scale. It doesn't recognize the word in the chat window, but it's a real word. Scalability.
Scalability. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Listen, we actually have to stop at this point, but I think, Ruthier, you made a sale. It seems like you made a sale.
Perfect.
Argentina, are you going to buy? Are you buying Argentina?
Sure. We were planning to buy.
Very good. And maybe you could help out Burkina Faso as well, because they need a little bit of help, right, Giancarlo? She can maybe help you out as well, Argentina, if they buy. Maybe they can let you try it for free and see how it goes. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I have
as
no
a gift.
idea. There you go. Okay, very good. We've actually got to stop here. Very interesting, everyone. I heard some good tactics. I could hear you shifting your tactics a little bit to try to customize what you're saying. Ruthier, very interesting idea too. I like the idea. It's something that is, been happening more and more on the internet, so it's good to hear someone talk about it, and I like the way you were trying to explore it as in the sales pitch, so pretty good. We're going to have to stop here, unfortunately, because I have to teach another class, but I'll tell you what, everyone. Come back every Monday and Wednesday at 1 GMT, and we will have other business basic classes. We'll always end the unit with a big speaking activity like the one we did today. If there's a particular topic you're interested in, send me a message in the message window, not the chat window, but the main message window, and I'll see if I can turn it into a class for you. Okay? Bye for now, everyone. See you tomorrow at
Thank
noon.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
John. Bye-bye.
See you.